Hello my good people, welcome again to another amazing video. Welcome again once more to the Heistfx Academy, and as the chief panditing had promised, if you guys subscribe to this academy, I'm going to give you daily content. So today before we enter next week for another account flip, and I had promised to give you guys a signal at the end of the previous video if you had subscribed to this video. Now that some of you guys have subscribed and we have gained some subscribers, now I'm going to give you a weekly analysis on how we are going to break down these synthetic indices, because technically when you're trading volatilities or the synthetics, you don't have to do anything with the fundamentals on all the news. It is purely technicals. Now this is the weekly now technical analysis, and boom and crash, because we we are yet to flip another account next week. So I don't want to be selfish, so that you guys can be seeing how I'm making profits, and you guys have just subscribed to the academy without nothing. So today we are going to do the top-down analysis on how I usually get this sniper entries with everybody under the Heistfx YouTube Academy. But then to get the sharp entry or to get the entries and the stop loss, I now be doing it with those under the Heist Study Room. There I'll able to now give them when to enter and when to exit. Now if you want to be part of the study room, remember a subscription of $50 is compulsory, my people. Now this is how we are gonna do this top down analysis of boom 1000 index. Now we are in a weekly time frame. You can see generally we are on a bullish trend. So when we are in this bullish trend, what are we going, how is the market communicating to us, or what can we see the market is trying to do at this point? So previous week we were in a pullback. We've been in a pullback of this bullish trend, and now I think now the market is correcting itself now to the now this is was a higher low. Now the market is going to an higher high. But then previously we have not had any higher high previously. Now I think now the market is kinda going to form now a new higher high. Now that is the all information we have from the weekly time frame. Now let us narrow down to the daily, and then we see what the market is telling us. Remember how we caught this market into perfection from the previous week, and these my zones are respected with the market. Now you can see, because they are super and they have been respected multiple times. That is why I'm giving you this analysis, guys, because these my zones that have these my key area zones have been respected by the market. So in the daily, what can we see from the daily? In the daily, still we now in a bullish trend. We had an higher high, higher low, and then a higher high, and then most probably, because we have another zone there, we can come to form an higher low, and then we then the market propels to an higher high to this zone here. This is the zone that the market has not yet reached at that point. So I think the market is propelling slow by slow to that zone there. Now that is all what the market is telling us from this daily daily time frames. You can see how the last week we caught up this analysis, and then we are going to find it more into details with this 4-hour time frame. So last week this is the trade that we took last week, where the account flip from $10 to $100. So remember from the last week's analysis, we had a head and shoulder pattern there, and then we used the neckline of that head and shoulder pattern and this M pattern that was forming here to find a sniper entry of that pullback of this higher high, higher low, of now that higher low. And then now the market, after we had reached there, now the market continued up to that place there, but then I had exited the market at that point. You guys have now seen the importance of sticking to your rules, and I told you guys in Heistfx we keep it simple, nice and easy. Are you seeing me struggling? How have you seen me struggling in analyzing this market? I'm not struggling, because it is what the market is telling me that I'm telling you guys, my people, what we expect to trade on next week. Yeah, now this was it. Now we entered, now we used the neckline of this the head and shoulder there, and then we had this clear double top there, and now we were going to form a M pattern there. Yeah, so this M pattern was guiding us. Our take profit was based from the previous previous leg here. That is where our take profit was at this point here, but then I exited the market after I had reached the maximum I wanted, which was almost there. Then I exited the market, but then the market continued to this our area where we had predicted the market to reach, and now it had a clear reversal. You can see from the previous week how our take profit of this head and shoulder pattern, we traded using this the leg here, and now this is perfectly how the market went to our take profit. You've seen how trading synthetics, you are only going to focus on technical analysis only. The spikes in this, don't focus on the spikes, or just do your analysis based on this bigger time frame, because they'll give you a clear definition of what the market is trying to do. Yeah, now after we had bounced from that area, or from that area of ours, the market came back to this our resistance ceiling, and once it had gotten to this resistance ceiling, we had that a pullback here. Remember, this is a 4-hour time frame. We are now in this 4-hour time frame, higher low there, and now a high, and now after we had broken that resistance ceiling, guys, I usually tell you guys, after a break of a trend line, or after a break of a zone, we have the market coming to retest that zone, and then it continues up with the trend. Yes, are we together, guys? I'm trying to do this thing in the simplest way possible, that all the Heistmastersfx can get this trade for next week, and can get how we usually analyze this, because you guys, I had promised, if you subscribe, I'm going to give you something, and then now this is it. Yeah, so that is why I'm not making a lot of noise today. Yeah, so after a clear break of that zone, we had a break of that zone, and then a retest to that zone, and then after a retest, now the market gave us a clear indication of now continuation of a trend up to this zone here. Now after the market had reached that zone there, now why is it now reversing from that zone there? Now to the left of that zone there, that is now the market had remember, we traded the $10 account to 100 using this neck of this head and shoulder, and using this M pattern here. Yeah, now we took advantage of this pullback here. Yeah, and now the market in this boom 1000 has now reached at this head and shoulders. Now it is at this head and shoulders. Remember, once the market had reached there, we have that resistance. Yeah, because what the market once it reached there, we had this pullback to the neckline, and then the market went and broke above it, and then it went down, and then tried to break above that zone, but then the sellers got more power, and that is why the market dropped down. Yeah, up to there. Are we clear, guys? Now the market, as we are talking, the market has perfectly reached that area, and now it is reversing back. Yeah, now what we are expecting for next week trades, or what we are expecting in the next amazing account flip from the chief panditing, or anybody of you the Heistmasters. And remember, I'll pick one of the Heistmaster who I usually see is active and engaging in these videos, and then I'll pick one of your account, guys, and then I'll make a video flipping one of you guys account. Yeah, because I'm used to flipping these small accounts. Now I'll have to do a favor return for you guys, and I'll be choosing anybody of you random. I'll see anybody who's active in this academy, and then I'll text you and ask for your details so that I can make an account flip with your account. Yeah, yeah. yeah, we'll consider that. Yeah, now the market is has reached the head and shoulders. Now at the shoulders, remember we have a clear resistance at that zone. Now the market is reacting to that resistance, and then now what we'll be waiting for us in order to participate in this next week trade. Remember, once we have now the market is going to have that small retest. If the market is not going to drop at up to this level here, and then remember that this zone is now the neck of the previous. Now we are using this which was previously a resistance ceiling. Now we are using that as our support floor. Now it is not a resistance ceiling. Now we are trying to use it as a support floor. What we are looking in order for us to now take trades from next week, or when now the market has presented a clear opportunity, is if now this pullback comes to this support floor and then gives us a clear indication of now a buying power coming into the market, we now get interested. Our first entry maybe will be from this zone there, from that resistant, from that now support floor, or if now this pullback here, the next candlesticks which are to form breaks above this resistance ceiling that we have here. Remember, this is not I cannot call it a resistance ceiling because at the left we have that head had broken above that area. If now we perfectly break above that zone, and then after a break of that zone, guys, we'll have a clear retest of that zone, and then now we'll be interested to go bullish to this now level here. Yeah, okay, that is it all for the boom 1000 top down analysis from the Chief Panditing, from the weekly, daily, and the 4 hour. I'm not going to the 1 hour because I'm trying to give you a clear picture of what the market is trying to do, yeah, before we execute a sniper trade, one trade, one shot from the Chief Panditing. Are you guys feeling what I'm feeling? And then we have a cousin or a sister to this boom 1000, which is crash 1000. Let us see what is this crash 1000 doing. Yes, and then we can call it a day. We are going to keep it as simple as that. Now going to the daily, or maybe let me start from the weekly. From the weekly analysis of this crash 1000, you've seen, let me stretch this one to this area here. Yeah, you've seen we are in a clear support flow of this weekly time frame. The market had was bouncing several times once we reach at that support flow here, but now we've seen that the weekly analysis, we can see the market is on a clear bearish trend. A clear bearish trend in that we have those lower lows, lower highs. Yeah, now what is the market trying to communicate? Once we have now broken below now this the support floor, we are waiting now for a clear retest of that zone. Now we use it as our resistance ceiling, and then now we look for propelling this price up to this point here, because this is the next area of interest where the market reacted severely from. Chief Panditing now take us to a daily time frame analysis. Hope I'm not confusing anybody at this point. Yeah, now we are in that clear area of support. Yeah, now we wait for a clear retest. If we are not going to break below that area, now we'll be looking for a clear confirmation pattern. Now that is a W pattern. We'll be looking for something of that sort. Now then we can propel this price to a next area of interest, which was at that level there. But if we break below it and we retest it, we'll be looking towards that area from the weekly time frame. Yeah, now we call it a day. That is it all for this synthetic indices of this week. Until next time, my people, peace out.